What's good, YouTube? It's your NativeReacts. Today we're gonna check out Penguin Zero, also known as Moist Critical. I'm an avid fan of his. He has a new video just came out 15 minutes ago, so let's check it out together. Remember, like, subscribe, come join the tribe. See what Charlie's talking about today.
Online gurus are out of control.
They've been out of control with the Wes Watsons, all these salesmen, the super preachers. I mean, it goes on and on.
It's actual lunacy right now. Last month I was making fun of that goober who was saying things like, if you walk into a coffee shop and don't receive a round of applause and oohs and ahs from everyone there as they crowd surf you to the front of the line to receive a free coffee, it means you're ugly, unlovable.
I'm ugly as hell then. Ain't never happened to me.
Ugliness that you have is making everyone around you miserable and you'll never find true love. This is a normal experience every beautiful person has. It's just the wackiest shit ever. And today I just learned about a new weirdo who's making claims that if you don't sit down on a bench properly, it means people don't take you seriously. So he's trying to educate people on like proper sitting techniques as well as carry a folder like a man and how to have your coffee cup serve you.
Brother, you have to be present with anything that you do. Simply taking a seat. If you're not paying attention, you start looking around and drop it. That's gonna take away from your first impression. Lowers your status. And people around you, not gonna
lowers your status.
Take you seriously. Move with purpose. So know already where you're gonna land, where you're gonna take a seat, and make it look effortless.
Oh, you gotta pop that squat. Okay. You gotta know where you're gonna go, and you gotta pop that squat, you know? That's the manly way to do it.
Like an expert, not like a dog that's trying to take a dump.
Yeah, all those sitting experts.
What the fuck was that?
You want to emulate them. I feel like as long as you get those cheeks on the target, you've fundamentally become an expert at sitting. I don't think there's like...
No, Charlie. You gotta squat with meaning. You don't want to just wiggle like the dog.
Ranked or professional levels of popping a squat, you know what I mean? But like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, there are so many people like this guy who just overcomplicate the most basic human activities and put so much emphasis on it to an absurd degree.
How can you find your soulmate if you don't pop a squat correctly? Come on, Charlie.
Where they're claiming like this is gonna ruin your first impression and lower your status. It's gonna knock you down a few elo on the chair sitting competitive circuit. No one thinks like that. Absolutely nobody. This is unhinged behavior. No one's gonna see you sit on a bench and be like, well, I calculated his intent there and I don't think he hit the landing mark he was aiming for. So I can't trust this guy, and I now view him very differently. He is lesser to me now because he sat in...
You see how he squatted like a dog? Mere peasantry.
in a less than perfect manner. He is clearly not an expert when it comes to sitting on a bench.
Sure you don't ruin your first impression taking a drink from your favorite latte. How will you do this?
Oh, let's go. I got a coffee cup right here. Okay. What's the tips? Let's go. Let's suck some game up.
Yes.
That's how I sip coffee. What's wrong with that? Come on.
Stop serving the cup. Drink it like a man.
What's the difference? That's literally what you just did.
How did it look?
It looked robotic. Looks like Detroit Become Human. This guy's voice sounds like AI as well. What do you mean stop serving the cup? You just drank coffee. Can you imagine a world, the world this guy lives in, where if he like accidentally leans forward...
Okay, you guys be the judge. Unmanly. Manly. Let me know down in the comments what you think.
Forward a little too much to drink the coffee. He starts like looking around frantically, expecting the entire establishment to just go, ew, did he just serve the coffee cup instead of letting it serve him? Oh my god, what a subhuman beta male. He didn't drink that shit like a man at all. Brother, you're drinking coffee. Nobody gives a fuck if you lean over to drink the coffee slightly. You're standing upright like you're setting a screen in basketball and then bring the coffee cup up to yourself. No one cares.
You ever wonder what it looks like from the side when you take a seat at the dinner table? Most of you will be leaning over the chair, pulling it over, then coming in and make it look effortless. Make that chair serve you.
one-handed pulls it back in. Maybe I'm missing it. Maybe I'm not big brain enough to get it. Looks like he's almost doing the exact same thing. Am I tripping?
How does it look?
It looks like an Oblivion NPC. I've made that comparison like 3 times over the last month, but we are devolving to a point where people are emulating the behavior of the NPCs in fucking Elder Scrolls. That guy is actually going through the same animation they do when they sit down at a bar. What the fuck? It's so weird. That's like his catchphrase, make whatever serve you, which is just a straight up nothing statement. That's like
Shameless plug. Check out the merch down in the description.
me saying, I've been thinking, and now I just had a thought. Like, there's no substance to that. It's a fucking chair.
Here I am, grabbing it like an 8 and coming to business meeting. Make sure not to use underhand grip when carrying the folder.
Okay. I have a folder, but I have a box of envelopes. If I was to carry it, I would carry it underhand, actually. I would carry it like this. So let's see his advice. You gotta learn from the greats, or how you gonna be great? Come on.
Making it all about the folder, but not about yourself. You grab the folder, approaching the business meeting in this manner.
Now we're powerful in our holding of folders. And the way he sat down.
How does it look?
This one makes a lot of sense. You could lose your job over the way you handle your folders. I can already picture it now, getting called into the big guy's office. Hey, listen, Charles, we loved having you at this company, but I saw you walking down the hall just a moment ago. It was very clear you were making it all about the folder. We're going to have to let you go. Thank you for your great work over the years, but we can't have that. You need to be the one serving the folder. We won't have this company infiltrated by you vermin, you cretins, that treat the folder like the center of attention. You gotta grip it like a man. And you're clearly not a man.
It's like 1950s logic. Like, if you didn't have a strong handshake, you weren't a man. It's basically the same type of shit.
I watch, the more I start to understand. I've been looking at things a little differently in my room, starting to take notice of what I've been serving as opposed to the other way around. And the most obvious culprit is my mic. I've been the one serving my mic. I'm speaking to it. It's not speaking to me. So I'm going to change that right now. I'm going to let it serve me. How did it look?
That's literally how I slide into booths. These feel like personal attacks. Okay, I gotta just be super animated and act like everybody's watching your every little minuscule move. And then you can move like this guy, like Charlie says, like a robot. Problem solved.
What a sad, lonely existence.
Did you see that? He had a straw in there. He puts his mouth on the straw, and then he still lifts it up to take a drink. Right here. See the straw? He uses the straw. But still lifts it up. You don't lift it up if you have a straw. What the fuck? This guy is a robot.
What a sad, lonely existence this must be. To be in this man's skin, walk a mile in his shoes, where he's self-conscious and insecure about
He can't feel scared because he's a robot.
how he slides into a booth. Oh, dear heavens. Lord have mercy.
First, I don't lean over it. Actually, use my whole body. When I'm trying to shift, I'm not putting my head there and then moving. The proper way to do it, get up, shift the whole body with your head, continue the movement. And it's pathetic if you drop some and you stop looking and acting frustrated.
This is big. This one's actually very important. When you drop something, there are proper mechanics you must demonstrate when picking
Yeah, bend with your knees so you don't hurt your back.
it up. Otherwise, people are going to look at you weird. People aren't going to respect you anymore. Someone's going to see you drop your suitcase, and then everyone's on bated breath. What's going to happen next? How is he going to pick it up? Is he going to pick it up like a bitch? Or is he going to pick it up like a man? This shit is just so dumb. It's unbelievable. And I'm pretty confident there are people that see this and are like, oh, great advice. I'm going to need to work on my picking up dropped suitcases game. I'm going to need to work on how I sit down. Maybe that's why I've been so.
Only psychopaths would take that kind of advice and really run with it. That shit's crazy.
I just had to make fun of it, man. It's just so it's so absurd. That's about it.
Well, thank you, Charlie, for showing us another unhinged person from the internet. Don't take your style. That's about it.